to divest himself of his magnificent, born in Fiji, raised in the wrestling Solomon Islands, and then later to Hawaii, where he became interested in body. Started with the simple things in life, like rowing an outrigger, fishing, climbing coconut trees, and in games of skill with the other people in his village. He is no stranger to athletic action of all kinds, and you can tell from the size of his arms, which match those of Patera, who is the first man in this country to lift 500 pounds over his head in competition. Why, you know that he had to take a lot of work to get those arms in that shape. So Patera eyes Jimmy Snuka, and Snuka is up there and ready to match him. Patera is tough. He's got his manager, James J. Dillon, in the corner, and here we have the spectacle of two guys who are trying to outdo each other in the infighting, in the how fast you move between holds. It's how fast you move, and he has hit the high spots. He has wrestled up and down the East Coast and made a tremendous hit. Patera, he tries to, when you're applying them. Snuka now with the side headlock, and he grabs the blonde head of Patera to do something with it, and Snuka is hanging on well. Look at the size of that arm. And Patera, who threw Snuka far and wide. Oh, and Patera now trying to put a bear hug in there. He's trying to get that spot just underneath the ribs and between the ribs and the hip, and to cinch in on it if he possibly can. He was over to the side that time, but now he's lost that advantage, and he is expecting the hold to be broken by the referee. Hard-working athlete, a man who trains constantly. 10 minutes have gone, but he was in trouble before, and he has managed to survive it. So as the hold starts to take its effect, Danny McShane. And Patera tries to fight off the efforts of Snuka to give him trouble. There's the escape, and here's Patera going for a tackle, but it didn't. Oh, look at the way that man can run. Oh. Now going to face his toughest decision. If he can get out of it, he will. No, he didn't. And Dillon on the outside looks disgusted, almost as much as to say, how much does it take to get this man to quit? And I'll tell you, any normal individual would have quit just about that point, and have quit with the world's strongest man, Ken Patera. But when you start following Ken, you've got to be careful. He's strong from his head to his toes, but look at Jimmy Snuka now as he comes in with his best weapons, and that's one of them. That driving, crashing wallop with the head. Patera into the ropes above us, and oh, how he landed. He gave him a fall, and now as he gets that foot up there, it keeps him from being pinned and losing a fall. So Ken Patera gets an opportunity in behind. He's going for, and his chest. Actually strong arm his way out. He got out of it, but whether it Patera going, well, I was going to say he would move in to follow up with that hold again if he could. Crotch, lift, and slam. And here comes Patera. Look, he looked for it, but he didn't find it. He was looking to chop his head off, and it didn't quite work out that way. Snuka stepping in to do the belting. A man who has proven that he can put his shoulders down to that canvas. Why, this is the all-important one. Patera, he's got a solid arm. I'll tell you, when he hits you there with that well-muscled arm, it's like slamming you with a 2x4. Patera now trying to wear Snuka down. Snuka looking for the opening, finding it. And that count comes to 3. You're with it. Bear hug. Patera putting it on Jimmy Snuka, laying it in there. Patera now, as he comes around from the side, he tries to get that bear hug so that he's underneath the ribs of Snuka, and Snuka is shaking that head of his and saying no, he's not going to quit, because Danny McShane is popping the question to him. And when you say bear hug, you got a man that's built like a bear applying that hold. Notice how he shortens those arms, reaches up his own arm to grab himself above the wrist and to pull that arm in there close and tight. And again, when he shoots that head forward now to, whoa, and as Patera come in, and we've got the action swelling to the outside of the ring as Snuka goes after him. And here is Patera, who is doing the chasing, and the action continues long and hard against both of them. The bell has sounded, and Ken Patera got back into the ring, and the